The path to a majority government is 64 seats this election, one more seat than the last election. Douglas Gelevin is here to explain why. And Doug, there are two more ridings this time around on Quebec's electoral map.
Yes, there is. So let's take one last look at the 125 seat setup in the National Assembly. As you can see, of course, the CAQ holding the majority of those seats, and that, of course, expected to change on October 5th. Well, the political reality will change. The technical reality is actually already changed. Here's what it looked like in 2022 with 125 seats. Here's what it looks like now in 2026 with 127 seats. Now, going from 125 to 127, there was a bit of controversy to that, but I'll get to that in just a second. First, let's take a look at the regions that are changing. This is 2022 and 2026, a new riding coming in this area, the Bellefeuille riding. Of course, because of the population growth in the Laurentians, they need a new riding to be better represented in the National Assembly. Same situation in l'Estrie Centre de Quebec, where this is what it looked like in 2022. Now, in 2026, the new riding of Marie-Lacoste-Garin-Lajoie comes in. Of course, also some of the borders changing in the other ridings as well, and all 5 changing across Quebec. Now, typically, when you add 2 new ridings, you have to get rid of 2 other ridings to make the math work. And a nonpartisan committee made the decision to get rid of one of these ridings, actually merging them together. And that's where the controversy comes in, because all the political parties decided to stand up, saying that they're in support of the regions and they don't want them to lose their voice. And they passed a special law in order to preserve these 2 ridings. As a consequence, also a riding on the island of Montreal was saved as well. This is Anjou-Louis-Riel, kept off the chopping block. So where does that leave us? Well, instead of having 125, we now have 127 ridings in Quebec. But the big change is that magic number. Now, the total seats in order to get a majority has gone from the magic number of 63 to 64. So as the campaign goes around the province, that's the number that the leaders are going to be targeting this time around.
Yeah, and because of recent renovations, there actually will be 127 seats in the National Assembly physically. Thanks so much, Doug.
My pleasure.